I'm gonna show you how to make General Tso's tofu. This was a really simple recipe to make. I had most of the ingredients already and it turned out really good. This meal is really great for somebody vegan or gluten-free, or if you just want to try cooking something new. So the ingredients you will need are onion powder, ginger, soy sauce, garlic, cornstarch, brown sugar, red chili flakes, tofu, maple syrup, rice vinegar, hoisin sauce, sesame oil, and vegetable stock. I started by pressing the tofu in a tofu press, but you could also just use 2 plates with something heavy on top. And while that was pressing, I started making the sauce, so I added a 1/4 cup of vegetable stock, a tablespoon of cornstarch, about a tablespoon of brown sugar, a teaspoon of onion powder, a tablespoon of rice vinegar, a tablespoon of sesame oil, and 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, and then 1 tablespoon of hoisin sauce. After the tofu was pressed, I cut it into cubes so it looked like this. And I started to make like a batter for the tofu, so I added a tablespoon of sesame oil, a tablespoon of maple syrup, a little bit of cayenne pepper, and then I added 4 tablespoons of cornstarch, 1 tablespoon at a time, and I put the lid onto this container and just kind of rotated it around until the tofu looked like this. I added a little sesame oil to the pan and put the tofu in until it looked golden brown, kind of like this. Then I took the tofu out of the pan, and while it was still hot, I added some garlic, ginger, sesame oil, and red chili flakes, and just fried that for a minute until it was all incorporated. It looks like this. And then I added the tofu back into this pan and mixed that until it was incorporated, and then poured the sauce that I had made over that and just left that in the pan on low for just 1 minute until that was all incorporated. And here's what it looked like. Then after that, I just put a little bit of broccoli in a pan, and I also made some brown rice to go with it. And here's what it looks like all done. I thought this turned out really good, and it was a really healthy dinner, especially with the broccoli. That's a great source of vitamin C, vitamin K, iron, and potassium. And tofu is the complete protein of this meal. It has about 10 grams altogether. And then 1 serving of brown rice is also a great source of fiber. And here's what the General Tso's tofu looks like again. I really enjoyed making this. I thought it was a lot of fun, and it turned out really well.